introduce myself. Yes. So my name is Alaa Ahmed. I've been an English teacher for more than 7 years now. I teach English for adults. I've worked in several academies, and I'm a TESOL certified teacher by Arizona State University. That's a university in America. And also, I'm a graduate of Alson Faculty, Ain Shams University, English department. So English is my major. And also, I've worked as a translator, English Arabic translator, for many years. So, yeah, and I love coffee. That's one more fact about me. My students know, hi, how you doing? Yes. Okay, great. So now, let's start by playing a game. We're gonna do a survey, like a feelings survey. Yeah. Can you hear me? How? Yes. Okay, amazing. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay, incredible. So now, guys, we're gonna do a survey. It's gonna be a feeling survey. So I'm gonna ask you simple questions, as you can see, regarding your feelings, and I want you to raise your hands. I can unmute you to share your answers and listen and hear your amazing voices. Or, of course, you can write to us the answer in the chat. Okay, ready? Let's do that. So, what makes you happy, guys? What makes you happy? Gladius, hi. Yeah, guys, if you want to speak, you can raise your hands or again write in the chat. What something makes you happy? Iman, she wrote losing weight. Yeah, me too, actually. I think all of us. That applies to almost all of us. Salah, sleep. Yeah, that's also pretty nice, Salah. Lots of things. Yeah, tell me one of those things. When my children are happy, just add are. Amazing. Yeah, that's incredible and it's so selfless. A cup of coffee with chocolate. Yeah, I love a cup of coffee. Yeah. Drinking coffee. Me too, actually. Yes. Money. Yeah. Online shopping, huh? Yeah, shopping in general. It is something that makes me happy. Going shopping, same, Nada. Nice, yes. Weekends, yeah. We feel really happy on weekends. Staying alone, okay, nice, yes. What makes me happy is playing with my kid and looking at the sky at night. Yeah, I love to look at the sky, especially at night. That's an incredible sentence, and thank you so much for like writing a full sentence. That's amazing. Yes. The more I achieve, the more I feel happy. That is so nice. Good luck with that. Break a leg. Money. Classic music, yes. Flowers. Being with my family. Hanging out. Outdoor walking. Nice. Traveling. Coffee. Ooh, amazing answers, everybody. That's amazing. Love all of your answers. The sea, me too. Praying, excellent. Reading Quran, amazing. I feel very happy when I play football. Okay, nice, great. Yeah, the sea also, Ahmed, huh? Yes, I'm so happy with my granddaughters. MashaAllah, she's so cute. Larias is my favorite student, actually. Yes. Okay, so let's move on to the second question. Oh, that is so nice. Someone wrote that was Ahmed helping others makes me happy. That's amazing. It is so selfless, and yes, you should actually help other people. That's amazing. Okay, so let's move on to the second one. I'm so happy with traveling. Amazing, yes. Okay, so what makes you guys feel stressed? Do you know what's stressed? Final exam. Yeah, piles up. Oh, tell me about it. It's a terrible feeling. Yeah, that is so nice. People makes me stressed. I think that's true, Amani, yes? Exams. More work. Okay, amazing. Yes. Guys, we are answering number 2. What makes you stressed? Okay? Yes. Responsibility. Definitely. Yes. Much work. Exams. Workload. These are amazing words if I have a job interview. Yeah. Politics. Yes. Work and exams. Deadlines. Yeah, definitely. All of these are, yeah, are things that are things that make us stressed. These are stressful. So there are two adjectives. Stressed, that's like to describe the feeling that you have, and stressful for the things that make you feel that way, that make you feel stressed. So yeah, all of these are stressful things. Yes. True. Waking up early, tell me about it. Yes, especially if you have to. You have an important meeting in the morning. Oh my god, yeah. Yes. Amazing, yes. Without doing anything. That makes you, of course, feel happy, not stressed, huh? Yes. Exams. Nice. Living alone, far away from family and friends. Yes. To pass pressure. That's true. Yes. Definitely. Yes. Okay. Let's answer question number 3. Ready? Hot weather. It makes you feel sad or stressed. For me, actually, both. I hate summer. I hate hot weather. Yes. Oh, yeah, Asma. Yes, that's sad. What makes you feel sad? Mirihen, we can say failure, not fail. Fail is the verb. The action or the noun, it's failure. Failure. Ah, amazing. That's true, definitely. Losing anything. Yes, losing, not losting. Lose, that's the base form of the verb. Lost is the second form, like the past form of the tense. So it's losing. Feeling lonely. Yes. Losing someone. Feeling unappreciated. That's true. Yes, when you feel unappreciated, like nobody appreciates you, of course it's a disappointing feeling. It makes you feel sad. Definitely, I agree. Problems, conflicts, loud voice. Yeah, tell me about it. Miss my parent. Oh, I'm so sorry. Look at that, reaching the final episode of my favorite series, it makes me feel sad. I think that is true. Yes. I feel sad when I saw someone uh, fighting with another person. Yeah, that is true. Yes. Fight is actually Fight. Okay, and then you add the ing. Yes. Losing anything. When my sister travels abroad. Oh, that is so sad. Losing someone or something. Yes. Misunderstanding. Death. Definitely. Failure. Yes. Seeing a baby crying. Yeah. Especially if you have to take care of him. Yes. That's amazing answers, guys. Love that you are interactive and you're trying to answer a lot in the chat. Amazing. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay. What makes you, yeah, enough with sadness. That's enough with sadness. Yes. What makes you smile? What do you think? What makes you smile? My daughter makes me smile. Success. Amazing. Yes. That's nice. Ending this session makes me sad. Thank you. We're gonna have so much fun and we're gonna learn a lot today. Yes. Achievement. Dealing with people that I love, that I don't love actually. Oh, that something makes you sad, of course. My sisters make me smile. Amazing, yes. Fulfillment. That's a pretty good word, Ale. Very nice. Yes. When I achieve something, to watch Aidil Imam. Yes. Cats. When I hear a child laughing. Yeah, it is so cute. I love the laughter of children and babies especially. Funny people. Yes, like when you meet someone who has a good sense of humor. Sense of humor, it means, someone who can have fun, someone who can make you laugh and smile. That's amazing, yes. A beautiful flower makes me happy. That's true, definitely. That's great. Yes. Okay, very nice, guys. That's amazing. Yes. Watch football. Food. Thank you. Yeah, finally someone said it. Food makes us feel happy, makes us smile. Yes. 100% true. Yes. Yes. Delicious food. Thank you. To win a football match. Being happy is my decision. I love that. It is actually. What do you think, guys, of that? Being happy, is it your decision to make? Yes. Passing the eyelids test. Definitely. Some small animals. Meeting an old friend. Your smile. Thank you so much. That is so nice of you. Thank you. When I travel to a new place. Nice. Yes. Amazing, guys. The final question. Ready? My mom. When my mom is in good health. Definitely. Yes. Yeah, nice. Okay. So, what makes you feel angry? Yeah. My husband. Yeah, this session is recorded. We're gonna send it to him. Fighting with my husband. Oh my god, yeah. When my house is not clean. Yeah. Noisy and chaos. That's a good word. Thank you so much. Chaos. Chaos, actually, it means like a mess. Yeah. Noise. Yeah, tell me about it. Noise really does make me angry. I was gonna say hungry, but yeah. Lying. True. Couldn't agree more. Loud voice. Yes. If my students don't do their homework, yeah, I love to have teachers in my class. Nice. My children. My sons' arguments. Yeah. When my kids cry, I feel angry. Chaos. To drive a car in the traffic. Yes, tell me about it. It is always so crowded. That's true. Arguing with my daughters. Losing my rights. Yeah, definitely. Failure. Yes. When my kids don't listen to my advice. Stupidity and chaos. Okay, amazing. Great answers, everybody. I'm so proud. Prices. Yeah, that's true. Couldn't agree more. Doesn't care. Mm. Being treated unfairly makes me angry. Perfect sentence. Thank you so much for this one. Yes. Stupid people. True. Yes. When someone provokes me, just add s to the verb provoke. So, yeah, when someone provokes me, that's true. Unfair, being unfair. Yes. When my children fight each other, failure, stress, car accidents, I feel angry. If someone can't talk in a clear way, definitely. Like you mean he's beating around the bush? He's not being direct. That's what you mean, like yes? Yeah. Careless people, not keeping promises. True, really. Listen. Chewing gum loudly. Chewing gum loudly. Oh my god, it drives me crazy. That's true. Failure, loud voice. Yeah, that's actually amazing, guys. Great, yes. Okay, heavy traffic, definitely. Thank you so much for taking the time to do the survey. That was so much fun. Amazing. A great start to our session. And now, let's actually talk about our session today, which is the missing piece of your English. So, firstly, I'd like to share with you a survey that I love to conduct with my students. Like I always send my students a survey to ask them about practicing English. So we have like couple questions. I'd like for you to see the results, discuss them with me, and also share your own answers to the same questions of the survey. Ready? Let's do that. Let me share. Yeah, just a second. What is it? Yes. Okay, cool. So that's a survey. It consists of only 4 questions, I guess. I always like to send them to my students so that I can see where is the problem. So what is exactly the problem when it comes to practicing English? So my first question to my students is always, how often do you practice English? So as you can see, the majority of my students said that they practice 3 to 2 times every week. 2 people, they said every day. And then some other people, and actually sometimes they are a lot, they say rarely. So my question to you guys, tell me in the chat, how often do you practice English? Yes, Ladias, it should be, just add B, it should be every day. Great, yes. Every day. Nice, every day, that's great for you. Yes. Rarely. Rarely. Thank you for being honest. Yes. Very nice. Yes. Every day for 30 minutes. Amazing. Twice or 3 times a week. Excellent. Very nice. Every English session, like twice a week. Nice. I do it every day. Amazing. Every day. Twice a week. Nice. Yes. Okay. So, yes, guys, it should be every day. I'd like for you to try to practice English every single day. How? We're gonna tell you. Yes. I practice English daily, except for the summer vacation. Yeah, I'd like to take a break, huh? Yes. Amazing, Gladius. Talk to my family in English. That's a pretty good practice. 2 times on week. We say twice, so it's once a week, like only for once. Once a week. Twice for 2, twice a week, and then you can say 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a week, and so on. Excellent. Let's move on to the second question. I ask my students, how many minutes do you usually spend on learning English? If you practice every day or twice a week, how many minutes do you spend when you practice English? Yes, I practice English twice a week. Amazing. Yes. So is it 2 hours or more? Is it 1 hour? Is it 30 minutes or less? So yes, for a 1 hour. Amazing. 2 hours. 30 minutes. Nice. 20 minutes. Good enough. An hour. Excellent. About an hour. 30 minutes. Okay, cool. Yes. Nice one. Listen to that one. I talk with ChatGPT in English for hours. Amazing. Yes. An hour, 30 minutes. I teach English for 4 hours a day. That's amazing. Very good. Yes. 2 hours. Okay, so what's the perfect period you should spend every day on English? What do you think? How many minutes? For me, like my personal recommendation would be minimum 1 hour. Yes. So always try to like set a specific time, like you uh, choose a specific time so that you can actually start practicing English at that time. So for example, from 9 to 10, from 10 to 11 every single day. So it's gonna help you to be consistent with the language. So yes, 30 minutes. Okay, so my advice would be 1 hour. So you should practice English every day, minimum 1 hour. If you want to, of course, to improve fast. Yes, it depends on you, on your needs. I'm mostly interacting with English and rarely want to speak. 60 minutes, that's 1 hour. That's amazing, yes. Okay, great. Let's move on to the third question. Yeah. I ask my students, in your opinion, what's the best way to improve your language? So we have here, as you can see, pretty different answers. So I watch movies, listen to movies, talk English in a daily practice, watching movies again, listening to podcasts, yeah, doing conversations. Yes, I will, inshallah. Thank you. Yes. 4 skills, practice. So in your opinion, guys, tell me different ways you can improve your language. What do you think? Listening and shadowing. Amazing. Hiba, actually, we're gonna talk about this today. Perfect. Very nice. Yes. Listen and speak to English. Listening, shadowing. Daily practices. Reading. Very nice. Yes. If you like to read, so then you should read. Amazing. Yes. Perfect, guys. Yeah. Listen to short videos. Shadowing. Amazing. Conversations. So, yes. Speaking with a foreign friend. Amazing. Yes. Daily practice, watching movies and speaking. Yes. So we all agree that we should expose ourselves to the language. Yes. We should use all of these features. Yeah, Hiba, that's a good answer. Yes. Listen to native speakers. Yeah, listening is amazing. Yes. It's for everyone. It's not only for teachers, of course. Yes. Conversations. Amazing, guys. Great answers. Okay, the last question in the survey. So I always ask them to rank the 4 English skills from 1, the most important, to 4, that's the least important. So as you can see, and I guess that could be the same for you. So they care a lot about speaking. That comes as a priority for them, almost all of them. And then the listening, reading, and then writing. What about you? Let me ask you, what is the most important English skill for you? Speaking, amazing. Conversations, yes. Listening, okay, great. Speaking, you see? Yes, speaking is a priority for almost all of us. That's true. Listening and speaking, nice, yes. Speaking, listening, yes, that's true. So you all know that English, of course, in English or in any language, we have basically 4 skills. They are divided into two main categories. The first category, the four, yeah, that's pretty ambitious. So they are divided into two main categories. The first category, it's called receptive skills. What are the receptive skills? Do you know? Receptive comes from what? The verb receive. Yes. So receive. So what are the skills that you receive? What do you think? Amazing. Yes. Listening and reading. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you so much. Yes. So yes, the receptive skills are listening and reading, because in listening and reading, you actually receive information. You are exposed to the information. Yes, amazing. So these are the receptive skills. On the other hand, we have productive skills. Productive comes from the verb produce. So to produce the language. So what are the skills? Amazing. Speaking and writing. Excellent, guys. Wow. Yes, I'm so proud of you. Amazing answers. Great interaction in the chat. Thank you so much. Yes. So, actually, if you wanted to improve your productive skills, which are, again, speaking and writing, you should work on what? You should work on your receptive skills. So if you wanted to write really well in English or in any other language, you should read in that language. If you wanted to speak, you should what? You should listen. Amazing, yes. Which file? You mean the survey? Yes. Okay. Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yes. Yeah, if you need the material, we're gonna send it to you after the session, I guess. Okay, yes. Most welcome, Haizem. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's now see how can you work on your 4 English skills. So what's the actually missing piece of your English? That's the correct practice. How can you practice English in a really good way, an effective way? So let's share the presentation back. Yes. And I'm gonna share with you now, yeah, there we go, some tips on how can you work on your receptive skills more in order to produce. So we're gonna share some tips and tricks on how can you improve your speaking, your listening skills, also reading and writing. But we're gonna focus more on speaking and listening. Yes, so let's now start with speaking. Number 1, you should try to, as we said, practice English every single day. How? Some students, they think when they only listen to English, they're gonna speak. That could be true, but that's gonna be slower if you just listen, receive for a specific period of time, and you don't actually try to produce. So I want you to do both at the very same time, even if you are a beginner in the language, even if you are just like starting to learn English. It's okay. Try to produce and start very simple. Like try to write, try to speak very short sentences in English. I'm gonna tell you, Isra, that's a very good question. How can I talk to AI? I'm gonna tell you now. So how can you speak every day? Because of course all of us, we live in in Egypt, in Arabic countries. So in these countries we don't have native speakers to practice with, but we have pretty great options too to practice speaking every single day. So I want you, for the speaking, we said for English you should practice for 1 hour. I want you to dedicate from 10 to 20 minutes for speaking every single day. How? We have 2 best options. So firstly, you can try to talk with AI, and that's a very good option. Like for example, you watched something. I want you to try to talk, to retell what you watched, to tell the story of what you watched in English with AI. How? You can use whatever AI that you like. Gemini is my favorite when it comes to practicing English with AI. But you have to give him the right prompt. Like you have to tell AI or to tell Gemini, ChatGPT, whatever AI tool that you're using, that I'm gonna talk and I want you to correct me when I talk. I want you to tell me different ways I can express the same idea. And then you can try to talk to him, but always remind him to correct you, to tell you some other ways to practice. And that's pretty good practice. I want to improve. Yes. Actually, guys, yeah, that's also a very good application. Yes, you can use. Guys, whatever AI tool you prefer, just to give him the right prompt. Like, give him the right message that I want to improve. I'm working to improve my language, so I want you to correct me. I want you to tell me some other idioms, expressions, ways to express the same sentence. He's gonna help you a lot. Just dedicate the time for it, from 10 to 20 minutes every day. So first, talk to AI, and that's the best option nowadays, I think. We have like applications where you can practice English with native speakers and talk, like Hello Talk, for example. But, you know, in a lot of times it doesn't really work well. So I would prefer AI more. Yes. Again, just give AI the right prompt. Okay? Tell him that you want to improve your language and I want you to try to correct me. He's gonna help you with that. Open live with ChatGPT or Gemini. You're gonna talk to him. Okay? Yes, that's the first one. The second one, and that's also a very good option I used to do actually when I was learning the language. So, yes, I want you to start recording yourself talking in English. So, you know, when you are journaling, you write what's going on in your day. You can do that with a record. You record yourself speaking in English about anything, a movie that you watched, a specific situation that happened today, for example. You can, after the session, record yourself talking about what happened in that session. Yes? So try to retell the story. But record yourself and then listen to your own recording. It's gonna help you to figure out your flaws, like what are your weaknesses, and you should then be able to work on them and improve them. So yes, you have two options. You can record yourself talking and then maybe you can listen to it after you record it, or talk to AI. And these are the best options. Of course, if you have a friend, any other friend that he is practicing English with you, you know that this friend is trying to improve his language as you do, so you should make use of that. You should try to practice English with him. As Ladia said, if you have one family member that he's actually good at English and he's ready to be helpful, supportive, and support you, try to talk to him. So I'm giving you the easiest options in case you don't have any native speakers, you don't have any friend to practice with. So yeah, you can use these. But of course, if you also have a friend, try to talk to him in English, learn together, motivate each other. That's gonna be a really good idea. But again, try to always be consistent, guys, because that's technically the problem. Sometimes we get really excited. I got a session today, I'm super excited, so I'm gonna practice English today, and then tomorrow you practice, and then the day after tomorrow you stop. Yes? So that's why I always advise my students to make a specific time. Set a schedule, set a specific time you can actually practice English, and start simple for 10 minutes. That's gonna be easy for you. Yes. Let me read. I love your fluency and accuracy, mashallah. Thank you so much, Omar. That is so nice of you. It is enough to practice talking or pronunciation. We should concentrate on a specific accent. We're gonna talk about the accents now. Yeah, guys, you don't need to focus on a specific accent. If you actually wanted to, like standard English is enough. So if you love to learn in British accent, for example, that's okay. It's your choice to make. If you love to learn in American accent, it's your choice to make. For me, I don't care for accents. As long as you can speak English fluently and people understand what you're saying and you understand people back, so that's absolutely fine. Whatever accent you want to choose. As long as you pronounce words correctly, yes, so choose whatever accents. Whenever there are any new words, you should check the pronunciation in English dictionary, and also we're going to talk about that. And then you can check the pronunciation that you prefer. Always you're going to find the British pronunciation, American pronunciation. Choose whatever you want. Mix between sentences, between accents. I don't care. As long as you can speak correctly, that's okay. Has made my day. Thank you so much. Yes. Okay, let's move on to the second tip. So again, you're gonna speak English every day for how many minutes? 10 minutes? Stay consistent, guys, okay? Never give up. Let's move on. Yes, I want you to try to think in English. How? Yes, let's talk about that. Firstly, when you are exposed to a lot of English content, you're gonna think in English. So always, all the time, try to listen to English podcasts. Try to watch videos. Think in English. You know? Yes. Realistic. You're a very good teacher. Thank you so much, guys. I'm speechless. Thank you. Consistency is the key. It is. Hi, Faris. Hi. He's saying hi. So hi, Faris. Yes. So yeah, try to think in English, guys. Surround yourself with English. How? I'm gonna tell you some tips I actually used to make. Like for example, I used to, when I buy anything, like I used to read the instructions in English. Like for example, that's a cream. Okay, normal. So I'm gonna try to read the instructions, the English instructions, if there are any word that I don't understand. So I'm gonna translate it in an English dictionary, and then I learn the word. So when you think in English, how? By surrounding yourself in English, listening, a lot of listening, reading in English a lot. As I said, any instructions around you, you can try to read them in English. Follow, like if you use or if you spend a lot of time on TikTok, on Facebook, on social media, try to follow a lot of English content so that wherever you're doing, like whatever you're doing when you are scrolling, you're gonna see, you're gonna read, you're gonna maybe watch videos in English. That's how you can think in English gradually. Amazing. That's a very good idea, Hiba. She says labeling things in English. That's amazing. Like you are in your room now. What's this called in English? For example, Satora. How do we say Satora in English? Try. If you don't know, now guys, it's really, we are so lucky to live in that era of technology. So try to make use of it. So I don't know what's Satora in English. That's absolutely fine. Like you can find out in a second, but you need to want to find out. So just ask Gemini, what's Satora in English? You can at least take a picture of the product, of the object, and then ask, what's that? What is it called in English? So you're gonna know that's called a blackout or a curtain. Yes? So yeah. Amazing. Iman, is that you? You are my students in the conversation course? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, okay, very nice. Amazing. So again, surround yourself in English, label things in English, read instructions when you buy something in English. Okay, that's okay. Hi. Yes. Also, it's very important. Avoid translating every single word or every single sentence into Arabic. Welcome to the class. It's okay. I thought you are my students because I get really thrilled and excited when there is a student of mine in the class. Yes. What do you mean? How can we solve the problem of forgetting the words while talking? I'm going to tell you right now. Yes. Okay, so I want you guys to use English dictionary to avoid the translation technique. I don't want you to translate every single word into Arabic because like with time on the long run, it's gonna slow down your speaking skills. So yes, I want you to always, when there is a new word, you don't know the meaning of it, again, you can check it in AI. You can tell him, tell me the meaning of it, collocations of it, part of a speech, like whether it's a noun, verb, adjective, or adverb. It's very important. And the examples, using the exact same sentence. That's very useful. Yes, again, I'm telling you, if there is another or any word you don't understand the meaning of it, go to Cambridge Dictionary. It's an English dictionary. Or Oxford Dictionary, English dictionary. Or Gemini or ChatGPT or any AI tool that you're using. So, write what's the meaning of that word in English. Try to understand the meaning in English. Tell me synonyms and antonyms. Do you know what synonyms and antonyms in English? Yeah, our problem is that we are all used to English Arabic dictionaries. Yes. I want you to get used to using English dictionaries. With time, yes. Even guys, if you still need to check the Arabic word at the very beginning, يعني لو في البداية خالص لا أنا محتاج أفهم الكلمة بالعربي, that's okay. But make it as a last resort, as a second option. يعني ما تلجأوش للموضوع ده في البداية. خلي دايما الارابيك ترانزليشن للآخر. لازم أحاول الأول أفهم الكلمة بالإنجلش. English dictionaries. So if you still need to check the Arabic dictionary or to check the Arabic meaning, you can check it, but as a second option, as a last resort. Okay? Please try to do that. You're gonna notice the difference yourself. How can I control my breath? Yes, confidence and stress during speaking. Yeah. Amazing. Yes, synonyms are words with the same meaning. Antonyms, words with the opposite meaning. Amazing, guys. Yes. So when you check words in an English dictionary, you're not gonna learn only one single word. Actually, you're gonna learn bunch of words. Synonyms, antonyms, collocations, like what is the verb that I should use with that noun, for example. What's the adjective that is commonly used with with this verb, and so on. So yes, collocations, synonyms, antonyms, examples, and that's very useful. Okay, the problem of forgetting. Yes, and that's a very common problem. I talked about it actually in the last session that we gave last Saturday. So yes, a lot of people or a lot of students, when they try to speak, they actually forget, or maybe you know lots of words, lots of advanced words, but when you try to speak, you actually tend to use simpler words. You use like small, easy words because that's your comfort zone. So that's absolutely normal, especially at the beginning. So when you learn a new word, how can you memorize it really well? How can it stick in your memory? When you use English dictionary, when you use the word in a sentence, and then remember the last step, use the vocabulary that you have just learned a lot intentionally when you record yourself speaking or when you talk to AI. Whenever, today for example, I learned 5 words. Try to use these 5 words in a record, in a piece of writing. You have to use it to produce something. When you use the word a lot intentionally, when you produce the language, it's gonna stick to your memory. You will never forget it. And also review. You should like write your words in sentences in a notebook and like review it weekly. Yes. How can you put the word in a sentence? In an English dictionary, when you use English dictionary, The dictionary already provides you with bunch of examples, with lots of synonyms. Sorry, with lots of sentences. So you can read all the sentences and then you can try to make your own sentence, write your own sentence, or speak out loud your own sentence. Again, you can use AI with that. So it's gonna help you to correct, is it like a correct sentence? Do I need to adjust something, modify it, change something, and so on. Yes, amazing, that's true. We're good so far, guys, with these two steps. Thinking in English, speak every day. We're good. Any questions regarding these? Please, can we pray al-Maghrib? I don't want to miss a second. Oh, that is so nice of you. Yes. Do you guys need a 5-minute break to pray? Yes. Okay. So, okay, yes, guys, we're gonna take 5 minutes, but please just 5 minutes. Yes. Thank you so much. Yes. May Allah accept it, inshallah. Yes. See you after 5 minutes, okay? At 8:50. Sorry. Oh my God, that's gonna be an hour. 7:50. Yes. See you after the break, guys. Yes, are you guys back? Yes. Amazing. Any questions regarding these two steps? Yes. Okay, great. Let's move on to the third piece of advice. Yes. You guys all said it, mashallah. So listen and shadow. That's the third advice. Whenever you listen to something, there is normal listening and there is much more effective listening. How can you make your listening so much more efficient, like effective? So, any English podcast or any English video, audio, any content, you should actually, yes, start listening to it for 3 or 4 times minimum. So that's why I always advise my students to choose short videos, like 5-minute videos, 7-minute videos, maximum 10-minute videos. I don't want you to, yeah, of course, sometimes you can listen to a 1 hour podcast. That's also useful. But if it's short, I need you to listen to it for 3 times or 4 times. So again, how many times? 4 or 3. So number one, let's make it now 3. Number one, you're gonna listen for the first time to this video or audio just to test your listening. I want you to try to listen to figure out how much you're gonna get out of that listening. So listen only. Just listen attentively. Listen really carefully. That's the first step, just listening. The second step, you're gonna listen and at the very same time you're gonna read. So if it's a video, you're gonna listen to it. If it's on YouTube, for example, you can click on CC so that you can see the subtitles. Thank you so much. Yes. You can listen to the video and see the subtitles, for example, and I want you to do both listening and reading at the very same time. If it's fast, of course, you can pause the video, take your time to read the sentence, and then, the next sentence, and so on. So here, in the second step, you actually work on your listening, reading, and pronunciation. How? Because you are listening at the very same time you are reading the script or the subtitles. You are listening to how this word is pronounced. So you work on listening, reading, pronunciation. Amazing. That's the second step. Also in that second step, you're gonna translate the words that you don't know in an English dictionary. So we're gonna go back to the last step. So you're gonna actually check the words that you don't know. Yes, it is recorded. So not all of them. Just choose like maximum 6 words or something that you don't know the meaning of them. Check them in English dictionary. Write them in sentences in a notebook, and then try when you practice speaking after this practice. When you practice speaking, try to use the vocabulary in a record or with AI again to practice speaking. So again, listen only. Listen, read the script or the subtitles, translate the words that you don't know in an English dictionary. Okay, we're good now. So we worked on vocabulary, listening, reading, and pronunciation with 2 steps. What is the last skill? Speaking. Yes, shadowing. So that's the third step actually. You listen to a very short sentence, a very short phrase, and then you pause the video, you stop the video, you repeat, you shadow. But I don't want you to just say the word or the sentence in your way. No, I want you actually to imitate. And imitate, it means you're gonna copy the person's pronunciation, the person's intonation, everything. Just to try as much as you can to say it exactly as he or she did. So, shadowing. So here, if you do this, how many skills you've worked on? Actually, all of them. You learned vocabulary. You practiced listening. You practiced speaking with the shadowing. You worked on your reading skills. You worked on your pronunciation skills. The only skill that is left in that technique is writing, and you can use writing maybe after this if you wanted to work on writing. So maybe after this listening process, you can write, like summarize what happened in that video. That's the last step. If you wanted to practice writing, you can summarize, يلخص, what happened in that video that you listened in a piece of writing, in a paragraph, send it to AI to correct it. So you worked on all your English skills with only one step. I need to take a fluency course. That's, yeah, you need to take a conversation course. Maybe Miss Mohga, yes, can you please send the WhatsApp link? Guys, if you have any questions regarding the courses that Engli-Vision offer, we offer diverse courses that cover all the English skills. So yes, please, you can contact them. Brilliant lecture. Thank you so much. That is so nice of you guys. Thank you. Okay, great. So now we worked on all the English skills. Remember again the steps. Speak English every day for 10 minutes. Think in English. Use English dictionaries. Listen. Listen and read. Listen and shadow. Perfect. Very nice. Yes. Any questions regarding the three? Okay. Let's. Yes, Ms. Mogash, yes, send the WhatsApp link. If you have any inquiries, if you have any questions regarding the courses, please click on the link, ask whatever question you want. Yes. Okay. Most welcome. Let's move on to the fourth tip, the fourth advice. Yes. So let's come back to the vocabulary idea. When it comes to vocabulary, you guys asked me, I always forget words, or maybe I know words, but I don't know how to use them in a sentence. Is this a problem that you face? You have lots of vocabulary, like you know lots of vocabulary, but maybe when you use them in a sentence, you use them in not, like in an incorrect way. Do you have that problem? Write yes or no in the chat. Yes. Yes. Yeah, lots of yeses. Yes, because it's a very common problem. And again, you don't have to worry about it. That's okay. Make mistakes. It's the only way to learn. So how can you solve the problem? Again, when you check it in English dictionary. So English dictionaries are actually the key. How? Because in an English dictionary, he's not gonna give you only the word. He's gonna give you the word in a sentence. So I want you actually to not memorize or not study or not know individual words, like only the word alone. I want you to learn the word in a chunk, like in a phrase. Like I want you to know the collocations of the word. Whenever you need or you learn a new word, you should check what are the collocations of it. Collocations, it means like some certain words, they just go with other words. Like, what is the verb I should use with this noun? What's the adjective I should use with this noun? And so on. So I want you, instead of like, I gave you an example here, instead of just knowing the meaning of the word decision and you write, yes, decision, qarar, we're good, that's it. No, that's not correct. Why? Because firstly, you translated the word into Arabic. I want you to try to understand the word in English first. Then, don't just use the word. If you wanted to speak automatically, fluently in the future, so it's gonna be much easier for you if you know the word in sentences, in chunks. Like, I know that no, we don't say just a decision. We sometimes say, I need to make a decision. That's a difficult decision. I've made my decision. That's not your decision to make, for example. That's a phrase. So, like, give yourself lots of examples, lots of sentences. Again, how? Through English dictionary, or again, just use AI. Gemini is better than ChatGPT. That's my recommendation. Let me read if you have questions, guys, so that I can answer. The best dictionary, of course, Cambridge. Cambridge, if you just go to Google and write Cambridge Dictionary or Oxford Dictionary, you're gonna find them, or just use AI again. Practice with ChatGPT is amazing. Sometimes it uses some expressions. Yes, then I use them. That's true. Yes. Okay, yes. How can I improve my level? Yeah. We talked about this specific point last session, Habiba. How can you improve your level from B1 to C1? You can also use these tips and tricks. Okay, nice. So again, don't learn individual words. Learn words in sentences, in chunks. Write them down in English dictionaries, and then try to use them in production when you produce the language, whether through speaking or through writing. We're good so far? Yes. Any questions? We're good? I think Hiba, she's asking how can I know that there is gonna be a lecture. I think you have to follow the Facebook page. Is that true, Miss Muhga? Follow the Facebook page. We always announce that there is a free lecture before the lecture. Okay, so just follow the page. Yes, and she also, Miss Muhga, she sent the WhatsApp link. So yeah, if you need any questions, you can just click on the link, ask them whatever questions you need. Okay, amazing, yes. Another secret. It is my favorite. Yes, in production again, you should try to retell what you hear. Again, remember the first one, you're gonna record or talk to AI. About what? Retell, maybe. That's a very good key. Like, as I said, as an example, you can, after the session, just like open live chat with Gemini or ChatGPT and try to retell, like, tell him what happened in that session in your own words. That's a perfect way to practice. If you wanted to practice writing, you can also try to write it. Oh yeah, shadowing again, definitely. Let's come back to reading and shadowing. Yes. Okay, so again guys, the listening technique, if there is any video or any YouTube audio, YouTube video, whatever, there is any content, choose a short one, choose 6-minute audio, 7-minute audio to listen to, and then I want you to listen to it 3 or 4 times. Firstly, just to listen without anything. Secondly, listen and then check the subtitles or the transcript. Like, listen at the very same time you're gonna read what they're saying. In that step, if there are any difficult words, you don't know the meaning of them, you can check them in English dictionaries like Gemini, Oxford dictionaries, or Cambridge dictionaries. So check the words that you don't know in an English dictionaries. And then you can listen and shadow. Shadow, it means to repeat, to imitate. هنقلد. So listen to a very short sentence of the audio or of the video and then pause the video, stop the video, repeat. But repeat the sentence while you're reading. Repeat it in the very same way that the speaker said it. Okay, that's what we call shadowing. Are we good? If you still don't get it, please let me know in the chat. Assalamu alaikum, أنا لسه داخلة السيشن. Yes, actually we're about to finish, but let's give you a quick brief. Yes. Do we have any more questions? So again, guys, a brief on how can you improve your English before we wrap up our session. Yeah, thank you so much. Yes. So some tips and tricks. Again, you should try English. You should try practicing English every single day for 1 hour. What are you gonna do? How will you practice English? Firstly, try to speak every day. That was the first advice. For 10 minutes or 20 minutes, speak English every day. How? Again, use AI, talk to AI, or record to yourself. You can try to retell the stories, retell what happened in your day via a recording or just a normal chat with Gemini or ChatGPT or whatever AI tool that you're using. So practice English every day. That was our first step. Surround yourself in English. Think in English. How we talked about labeling things in English, reading instructions in English, following lots of content in English on Facebook, on TikTok, whatever social media that you're into. Avoid the translation technique. Use English dictionaries, like what? Like Oxford, like Cambridge. Again, AI if you want. So avoid translating words into Arabic. That was what? The second step. Listen and shadow. Listen to any content for 3 times. Listen alone, listen only, listen and read the transcript or the subtitles, listen and repeat, listen and shadow. Shadow is to repeat, okay? Imitate, هنقلد, okay? So that's the third step. The fourth tip or the fourth advice, learn words in sentences, in phrases, in chunks, not individual words. Try to always learn the word in a sentence, okay? The fifth was to retell your story. Whatever happened, a situation, a movie that you watched, a session that you attended, you can try to say it, express what happened in that session, in that movie, in your own words. Okay? So, actually, and unfortunately, we have come to the end of today's session. Without subtitles, difficult, I can find difficult words. Any advice? Okay, if you do this, it's gonna make it easier for you, Muhammad. So it's a good idea that firstly you listen without subtitles. But listen again. Try to see, are you going to understand better? Of course you will. So try to listen again. So listen, you can listen to it once or twice, only listening. And then listen to it for a third time, reading the subtitles or the transcript of the video. So that's how you improve. You're gonna notice the improvement. Like at the very beginning, I just used to understand 20% of the video, then 30%, then 50%, 70%. You see? And always try to listen to something appropriate to your level. So if you are at like A1, you're an A1 learner, for example, try to listen to A1 content. B1, listen to B1 content. But if you are A1 or A2 and you listen to C1 content, you're not gonna understand anything and it's not beneficial for you. So always try to listen to something appropriate to your level. You should figure out what's your level. Yes. For me, I prefer Gemini, but that's personal preference, of course. Yes. Yeah. Okay, very nice. Yes. Some resources. Let me see if we have the resources here. Unfortunately, no. Okay, so some resources, guys. Let me write to you some resources to wrap up the session. We have Elu. That's a website for listening. We have TED's Talk. That's an application and website for English. If you prefer YouTube, there is a channel, a YouTube channel. It's called The Listening Time. That's a YouTube channel, Listening Time. That's another resource. Listen or 6-Minute English, my favorite. Love it. 6-Minute English. You can find it as website. As a website, you can find it also in YouTube. It's called Just to Write 6-Minute English. Incredible. You're gonna be so happy. So yeah, 6-Minute English, Elu. Thank you. Listening a Time, TED's Talk, and Elu. These are some recommendations. How am I going to improve if I don't challenge myself watching a video in a higher level? Not much higher. You can't. So again, you should listen to something that is appropriate to your level. If you are at B1, for example, you should listen to B1 content. not C2. Yeah, you can challenge yourself with a little bit higher. Like you are B1, so you can listen to B2, you can try, but not C2. Okay? That's gonna be so difficult and just background knowledge, background noise. Thank you so much, guys. Unfortunately, I have to go now because I have another session just right now. So tell me, guys, what's your feedback about the session? What do you think about today's session? Guys, again, if you have any more questions, you can click on the WhatsApp link. You can ask any questions that you want. Okay, especially about the courses that we offer at Engli-Vision. Thank you so much. Yes. Wish you the best of luck, guys. Break a leg. I really, brilliant. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. Amazing. Thank you so much. It was my pleasure to give you this amazing session. I really enjoyed myself. Wish you all the best of luck and lots of success, guys. See you. Hopefully, I'm going to see you again. Bye, guys. Yes. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. I really enjoyed myself. Bye.